Hello, welcome to Champion Select and VOD review for Team Liquid vs Echo Fox. They just played this game yesterday. Starting off, Lucian for Huni Ban. Could also maybe go mid lane. Zoe off the table, pretty standard. Camille, okay. Obviously targeting Huni early. Tristana ban. Okay, so right now we have a lot of power picks up. Azir's up, Cog's up, Callista's up. Every support is up, every jungler is up. No fear. There goes a 0. Okay, Rise has just gone up in priority as a result. Again, all junglers being up though provides a lot of flexibility in draft. I think Rise just went up again because Talia got banned. Maybe not first pick worthy. Maybe is, yeah. Just so good. Nice setup by Liquid. Echo Fox kind of set him up too though with Talia. I think Talia is definitely pickable into Rise. Callista, okay, so if we're going with the AD carry here, we're going to expect Liquid to match it in the first rotation with probably Ezreal. They might try and take it late with Kog'Maw or like a Varus, but I would put it in that order: Ezreal first, Cog second, and then Varus is below. On top of that, you have another pick, so you either go jungle or you just secure a sick bottom lane right now because you're scared of Liquid's bottom lane, what they could do to Echo Foxes if they got like either a super strong 2v2 or double counter pick. So with the Callista pick, you're kind of expecting to have a bit of lane strength into skirmishing and then nice late game objective control. So Camille's banned, but Nara's up. Huni has been a player though to not care which side of the matchup he's on. He's been stated to say that whichever side he's on, he believes and expects himself to win. Very powerful mindset from a powerful top laner. They have the Camille ban too, which can go into it, or has been picked into it at times to kind of try and force him off early or threaten an all-in, a dive. Nara should be the pick into it though, to just push it in, try and deny farm. But again, it's a gangplank. If you don't ban him, you're going to see him in the game. He's just too strong and competitive right now to ever go through a pick ban. This also puts the onus back on Team Liquid here because we have 3 separate lane picks. I guess you could hypothetically flex GP into the mid lane, but we haven't seen it at all. And maybe wouldn't go too well against a Rise or any one of those other sick AP mage wave clears that will just keep the GP pushed in, but not only pushed in, unable to touch minions, because like an Azir soldier will just smash him in the face whenever he's going for his melee ranged last hits. But anyways, that's besides the point. Because there's AD carry top lane already chosen, and Liquid have their mid laner, they can either decide to go respond the AD carry in like an Ezreal and then take jungle, and then if that happens, obviously Fox can respond with jungle and then look to just ban out the rest of the top lane counter picks against GP. So they have to make a decision now of do they want the Nara or not. If they don't take it now, it should get banned. There's a lot of supports up, so you don't need to respond with that right now. You should get a good support. So I'm looking for them to take Ezreal. And then if they want the Nair, they should take it now. If they don't take the Nair, they should go maybe grab Sejuani, just a priority pick in the jungle. And then look to ban out more mid laners. Because as we said, banning supports isn't going to ban everything great because you still have Braum, Tom Kench, Tarek are the three S to A tier I see right now. Yeah, so they have to take the Nair. I think it's fine. It gives Impact a favorable matchup too, because in the Liquid's loss to C9, Impact was visibly shaken after it. So I want to see him bounce back, and securing him like a traditionally strong lane matchup against a really good top laner is a great way to do that. Don't tempt us with the Vayne. It's not going to happen against a Callista. Ooh, okay, so because they went support, I don't actually love this because I don't think Fox are going to take it with a GP. I mean, they definitely could mold the rest of their comp around it, but with them, I see them wanting to either peel Huni, which a Tarek would do, but a Tahm Kench would do better, or go in. So Dardoch on something like Jarvan, Zac. I would have said Kha'Zix at the start of this game, but now that I see the first two picks, definitely not. Adrian on like an Alistar maybe, just to try and get in. Anyways, back to these two picks from Liquid. We talked about Nair had to be taken. The Tarek is going to provide a lot of safety and security when they want to actually get in, or if they're expecting to get engaged on. With his ultimate, obviously has to be timed really well, and it's a comfort pick for Ole. So Liquid are already trying to secure good matchups or friendly matchups. Fox respond with Cassiopeia. I think that's fine because obviously if you didn't pick it, it was going to get pinched. So what they could have.
And am I really gonna miss all those tables? I do have a good.
What is going on? What they could have picked is. Sorry. What they could have picked is Malzahar. Again, Phoenix is kind of known for odd picks, so he's got a great Azir, great Cassiopeia, but we haven't seen him on like a Syndra yet or on something that's pushed off of what has been the staple meta mid. He's been super good though on his Cassio. Great pick in response to the rise. Both similar late game scalers, tier users, scale sick into the late game, and have nice wave clear back and forth. Rise should get eventual shove though. So looking at the lane matchups, Team Liquid can now try and ban the trifecta. They can look to ban Tahm Kench Braum, or they can try and knock out the jungle pool. Neither team has picked jungle, and Echo Fox can first pick it though. So if you ban Tahm Kench Braum, for example, that still leaves Alistar up. If you ban Sejuani Zac, that still leaves J4 up. That still leaves. There are other options available. So I think this Ezreal ban is really smart by Echo Fox. I think that's probably what Liquid should have taken instead of the Tarek here. And then they choose to get rid of the Ferris. So that means there's definitely going to be Kog'Maw. Almost certainly. The Tarek is a good setup for it too. With Cosmic Radiance, you can start to peel. Alistar, I think, is a really good ban. But then, ooh, do you ban Braum or do you ban Tahm Kench here? I think Braum has a better synergy with Callista. You do have great pick potential in Tarek and Rise, but I don't think that's how you really want to play your team fights. You're more looking for wombos and spread AoEs instead of single pick offs. This comp screams team fighting, and I think Braum is a better team fight disruptor. So I would ban Braum. And also Braum getting thrown in versus Tahm Kench getting thrown in by the Callista also has to be considered. They choose to go for a Shen ban. I don't hate it. Again, it's more initiation that you're taking out of the hands of Echo Fox, and Echo Fox already has showing a problem in initiation early. But that being said, they still have the jungle role completely untouched. So Sejuani, J4, and Zac are 3 guaranteed almost engages. Liquid are gonna have to take counter pick then to try and disengage from whatever, because whatever Echo Fox are forced into picking now has to be a unilateral engage. It's got to be 1 to 2 champions based. Usually just one because they've banned the best 2 engages on the support role position. So I think Adrian's definitely picking Braum now, but it's not. That's not going to be the crux of this team comp. It's going to be the engage that Echo Fox have to draft. So apart from the Braum getting tossed in by the Callista, who else is going to be setting up the main engage? Because that's more follow up, right? Save and protect. Peel. I think Liquid have done really well here. They're going to be able to see the first pick, probably Braum, and pick a Kog'Maw in response to it. And then for their jungle role, if it's not picked Sejuani, if that's picked, probably Gragas or J4 for Smithy. I think all options right now for Liquid are looking good, right? I think they've won so far, in the sense that you can't knock out enough AD carries. At the end of the day, Echo Fox couldn't eliminate all the threats Doublelift can bring, unless they wanted to throw a cog ban right there. Like, hope they didn't first pick Callista. But then there was always the option, right? If they saw this Callista ban, then they could be like, okay, maybe we want to grab Azir instead of ban it. So many mind games on top of mind games. But yeah, the Braum's going to have to come in. It's the only last pick that makes sense. Definitely Kog'Maw. Just has to be. Okay, if they go for the Sejuani here, Dardoch has to pick one of the 2 engaged champions left that Fox can have a hope to win this game with, which would be Zac or J4. Dardoch Zac has been way better than anything else I've seen from him. Like his then that's not to try and knock Dardoch. That's just how good his Zac has been. Really suits his playstyle. Not in the sense that he's able to 1v1 you, but the sense that he is like go 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 push tempo. Like we have a lead. Let me get a look here. Can we go on this guy? And then he's a big go button for the team. He's literally a big green go button. Yeah, they definitely lock in Sejuani. Okay. Um, I think Sejuani's mostly got to be disengaging, right? Pobelter, Tarek, and Nara can go in, but they're going to need people to sit. The Tarek can set up the Nara going in, I mean, right? Putting shield on and using the Cosmic Extendo Ray of Death. So that's our pick. Sejuani, Warmogs, super safe in this core of 4 on the Team Liquid side. Who scales better? Probably Liquid, just because they have the invulnerability, Kog'Maw, Rise, and then a great Nara transformation. Not to be undermuted though is GP, Cassio, and Callista. I'll go crazy late game. Does Zac even build Warmogs anymore? I don't know what his blob healing is like. I can't remember what Dardoch's been building. Sejuani definitely will. Okay, let's go into this game. Early pings. Looks like it's just going to be flat. Basic start, maybe clump 3. No, probably just split. I don't think the meta really facilitates, really doesn't give enough advantage for level 1s that are super aggressive. You can't necessarily get enough off of them. And we've seen them go pretty badly in the past too. Like Clutch Gaming. I think first Liquid actually. That happened week 4, day 1 or something like that. just contesting each other. And what I mean by that is Clutch got like double killed, but the lane didn't actually lose because of it. Just in the sense that the scaling in this game, nice Uni, it just pushes the gold differential to mean less and less. Right, like I remember watching in previous seasons, like 5 and 6, even when you would see a 2 to 3K gold lead at 20 minutes and be willing to just go, oh, like this game's over, just based on the massive gold lead. And since then, we've seen gold leads be 10K lost, swung back and forth the other game. Anyway, let's talk about the actual game. But what I'm saying is, because the scaling factor in this game right now with the meta is so important that gold differential isn't as huge of a deal as it has been before. Because team scaling and inherent gold on the map has such a big impact on these total numbers that they mean less than they used to. Oh, I kind of just spoiled it. Whoops. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see the Fox logo, definitely. So Dardoch starting Raptors. No pull. It's fine. Just Zac things. But Smithy's already done his red, moving up. They know he didn't start here because there's no early pull. And Liquid got this early ward. Ooh, that just fade? Did they not see him? So they must... That'd be really good for Dardoch if that ward expired and misplay on Liquid. To not play around Dardoch being able to start Raptors. Because you just need to place it like those few seconds later. I would have seen him start pulling. Pinged out the ward on Huni. So he's protecting himself. He's kind of expecting this here. So Dardoch's got a back. He's just going to look for the counter. He's just going to back? I mean, leaves nothing, so that's nice. Early push for Altec and Adrian. Seems about right, though. From Callista. Minion dematerializer. Nice back, Smithy. Rise has first roam. Good pressure. They know he's there, though. Huni shouldn't step up to this. Okay, they see him go out, maybe. First Drake Infernal. Good defensive vision for TL. Aggressive into the Raptor side. Dardoch's going super sneaky right here. He's spending a lot of time sitting in behind that tower, trying to defend possible gank. Because they didn't see the Sejuani walk out here. So he thinks he's either got to look or he's trying to counter. At this point, he's got to be looking for something, but it's too gone. Yeah. It's a lot of time spent. Not really going to lose anything for it, though. Nice trade mid lane, Poe Belter. Missed that Q, that's kind of unfortunate. Phoenix just trying to spam presence, yeah. This Q. And Burns Cleanse, super good. Huh. Job, Pope. Big wave, big wave. This is big. See how many impact it can collect. Because right now their CS is even, but this is where the Nair gets or loses. Ooh, big miss. Nice. Action! Wow! I think it's a wasted flash for Phoenix. See on the replay though. Okay, so a lot of stuff's happening. They're just collecting CS. Kinda. That's all sums for TL's bottom lane. Within the first 4 minutes, 20 seconds. It's not where they want it to be. But great job by Altec and Adrian to force pressure. Looking on that ignite. Phoenix just that little pathing down was be the point where I would say a little bit too close. Like, oh, he's so close here. If they both flash on you, you're dead, right? You're not living. Just save. Doesn't manifest into that much. Like Cassio's still going to be able to push the wave and trade. It's just she's not going to have solo kill pressure. So what that means is you're going to need a Dardoch gank. But by itself, I don't think Pobelter can like solo kill the matchup because of it. It would have to require another Phoenix misplay. And him not having flash, that was quite the invitation for Xmithy to make a return. If they both invested flash and Phoenix didn't flash, he'd feel a lot more safe in the minutes moving forward, because he'd be able to play more aggressively. But without having any summoners, he's in a rough spot right now. So it's going to be all about minimizing the losses and basically trying to collect all the minions you can. Stay as even as possible. Again, great Raptor vision from Liquid. Xmithy's been finding opportunities through mid lane pressure. To get these wards in. Okay, another materializer stack. This ward here is very interesting. Not ideal. It already shows you're taking defensive posture. Right, you're looking to split the vision here. The Drake's up here. Another good trade. Right before presence procs. You gotta see him, right? They had to have seen him. Yes, they definitely did. Don't. Yeah, Pobelter's playing safe. For sure, for sure. Bottom lane, still just going even. Summoners approaching, their halfway points. Looking at mid, dead even CS. Really shows GP's strength and Huni in particular, right? Like this is quote unquote supposed to be a counter matchup where the Nair can get 10 to 20 CS leads, just based on it being a ranged bruiser, kinda, essentially. Early pressure, right? Ranged wave clear. But just GP things. Ole on one of his most comfortable champions right now. Why aren't they watching this guy? Like, you watch him come back in. You watch him come back in. You don't sweep it. You sweep the bush. I guess they were maybe expecting the word to be here. And then pulled in. This blind. And he steals it. Dardoch, you are smurfing in LCS, my guy. This is not solo queue. Huni ultis. Nair's there first, though. Stopwatch 1. Who else has stopwatch? Stopwatch. Dardoch still is passive. Wow, okay. Dardoch just says mine. Gets away with it. Bottom lane, no spellbook. Okay. That's why they're able to get such a good advantage, too. If they were on spellbook, it'd be a lot harder. I want to see that ward, though. This ward's important. Like, they see him. Okay, so this word fades. So they think maybe he could have went. No, he would have seen him. You should have seen him walk up this way. So you have to suspect there's vision there. They see mid lane Rise leave. They know this is where they're playing around. Great job. He's level 5 too. Imagine if he was 6. Dardoch's just on another plane right now. he's making plays in vision, and the other team just isn't playing around it because they don't give him the credit to be ready for it. So sick. Like, they don't even recognize they could get punished. Learn for that, though, right? They have had great vision on this Raptor side, having spotted him a good few times, but it's how they play around when they can't necessarily exactly see him. When you know he's in an area, you have to give some level of respect to it. So the only thing I think Smithy could have done better there is, instead of placing the vision right here and not seeing this ward, because he thought that the Zac could have went here and placed it over this wall. Play on the bot side. You know that this ward just faded and he was walking down. So again, it's literally the placement of a sweeper ward. Walking through vision. So they have this push. That's like maybe a second late, but no TP, no ulti. Dead 80 carry. Yeah, they just got the stopwatch plus flash. Or no, we say flash. Good flash. Good no flash. Good no flash. Maybe could have flashed out initially. Like right there. I think you're still gonna get Smithy bopped then though. That might have been the only option. Right. You're a half second late. You flash, jump. Yeah. Definitely had to flash there right at the start. No counter pressure either. Dardox just leaving base. So it's a great gank timing by Smithy. Sets up a Infernal. Dardoch gonna look to interrupt maybe. Nope, just fire. Smart play. It sucks to give, but you have no pressure. Mid's getting shoved in. This is a rough state now for Fox. TL's early game, it is kind of what you would expect after exerting so much pressure in the bottom lane. They absorbed it well at the start and just waited for jungle influence. Yeah, I'll take out flash, right? He could have even flashed the cosmic band of stun. Hope out their spacing well, not giving opportunity for Phoenix to just QE him. No. Ooh, Tarek going the tier. It's a build we've seen. Not everyone. Oh, nice combo, Q into ulti. Pobelter's got that no magic mantle though. Bit of health. Combo for a shield. Rise still has flash shield too. Super safe. When the W doesn't hit, this slingshot, he's usually pretty safe. Good pressure though. Right, that gank wasn't necessarily about killing Pobelter, burning his summoners. Would have been nice to get a heal out, but more for the pressure it provides. Ooh, minion died, so can't pull him in. But I like the idea again. Exerting a lot of pressure on mid lane, forcing him to think about it. Of course, now you both leave and just give him shove. Looking at the mid lane, no real minion discrepancy, right? Like one wave shove for one wave collect. Okay, at a little over 11 minutes, we have 10 CS. Then the Nervous GP matchup, that's not amazing, but it's definitely nothing to scoff at considering we've had like Hanser winning this matchup. Bang, being all about that last thing to barrels. Good job, Impact. You can really deny a lot of GP's early essence as a champion, essentially, right? Like the champion, if he blasted his barrels, he's like, oh, well, what do I do? How do I AoE all these minions? So that can be really crucial when you're trying to last hit under a tower, stuff like that. Synchronize back in the bottom lane. Work picked up for the Rage Blade though, so relative strength, I'd probably give it to Kog'Maw in the extended fight. Although, what's so lethal about this? Ooh, a little trade here, a little trade here. Oh, we even got the leash. Ooh, some cooldowns. I thought when he got the E spread to Phoenix, he would either have a W or a Q up, which would have dealt a nice chunk of damage. Although he's going for the Negatron, so it's really no fun. Phoenix is just like, oh, we're not interacting this game. I just won't take damage from you, and I'll just hit the minions. But anyways, talking about the Fox bottom lane. So in an extended 2v2 or extended skirmish, you probably give us a double lift just because Kog'Maw plus Rage Blade on this patch is pretty disgustingly OP. Along with the Taric, keeping him sustained, stunning, peeling, making him invulnerable, all that good stuff. But what Fox can capitalize on is they have a lot of burst and CC. So in the sense that with Rend and Braum's 4-stack passive, along with Ignite and Altec's ultimate, you can kind of create combos and CC chain starter can just jump out. Yeah. Braum's, yes. Ooh, Rise though. Oh, nice flash. What? Why would you flash into that? Okay, so Braum's 4-stack, create a lot of burst. Ooh, he's out! Ooh, he's out! Oh my god. Wow, should not have lived there. Wow. Ooh. Don't love Adrian's flash there. Miscommunication between him and Dardoch. Dardoch was gonna have to get out himself there. Plus there wasn't really that much he could body block coming over the wall. It's a Taric and a Sejuani. Anyways, the 2v2 lane, so it can like burst and combo, ignite, Braum's 4 passive, Rend. But if the fight goes on longer and they aren't able to, solo out one or the other, then it's Kog'Maw. He's starting to feel like a champion at this point. 1-0, up in CS, first tower gone. Brilliant. Can't get caught here. He's fine. He's got flash and heal. Yeah. The Braum Q missed. So when that happens, there's just no follow up. CC from Braum. Great vision. Adrian, another whoopsie. Is Doublelift gonna die here? No, okay, heals. And flashes. Wow, a lot of GP ult damage. Ooh, Smithy flashes or dashes into his death. It's fine. Didn't flash. Okay, so what went wrong? GP ult does way too much damage. Confirmed. Braum missed another Q. Fantastic, but he has Dardoch coming in. Only stuns one. Is the ult coming in? No, it's on cooldown. So he just dead. Smithy should go. Now we get out. Wonder what his cooldown was. If it was up here, he just goes down. He doesn't have flash. Wanted the blast cone. I can understand it, but Pobuilter has to be screaming at him that there's Cassio on his face. Let's just watch mid lane here, because this is really important. This ends up swinging the fight. And it's right in front of an Infernal. Oof. GP no TP, but ultimate. Yeah. Pope's just slow. No. So the fight has already started. He probably looked down, saw 3v2, team fight 1. But they even have vision on Dardoch. I don't know why they went for this play. They saw him the whole time. Like, what's the point of having all of this amazing vision I was just praising you for if you can't play around the Zac? He's playing it really well, don't get me wrong. His looks are amazing. Yeah, look, bang. Sighted. Spotted again. I'm gonna just walk over all your wards. He is trying to punish Adrian missing his Q. But when Ole walks up, like, Ole should have played this like a caster instead of like a melee champion. Right? Just let the Sejuani walk up and face tank. Doesn't have his Warmogs yet, but he's getting tanky. He's got a good bit of health on top of him. Some CDR. As well as the fact that they already had him stunned. Ole was literally just walking up for auto attack damage. They see the blob. They know he's coming. Pobelter has to call out, I don't have mid lane priority, but right now. He has to let them know. Phoenix is already at the line brush where they have a pink before Pobelter starts moving. Yeah, just misplay from Team Liquid. Really wanted this guy, this Brig Red Drake guy. Impact just last hitting barrels all game. Doesn't count as CS, but negatively affects theirs. So worth. Another good Phoenix combo. Ooh, Pobelter. He gets out because he has that mana regen. Ooh, flashes. So he had that mana shield rune. Has to burn his ult and flash though. Phoenix flashed after, so I'm gonna say good job Pobelter. He got caught out, but was able to outplay it, kinda. Again though, Phoenix showing his champion proficiency is quite high. You know, he is competing with the best of the best. Week in, week out, doing well. Fox flashed, or Altec flashed after that, so at least there's that. Good vision. Nice setup. It's a nice box of vision. Nice. Douglas has to be super careful though. Like one barrel chain. No, not yet. But not even close yet. Few more items. Jeez, this game is going slow. Because I'm pausing it so much, sorry. A lot of stuff happening. They're TPing into this. I think it's a Rift Herald. I don't think you need to TP into this. You're committing to a fight when I think you just need to wait. You do have Mega Gnar, so I can understand why Impact wanted to. But his Mega Gnar is actually running out, so I actually don't love it. Plus, they have a whole bunch of pressure on this mid and this bot tower too. The wave's gonna come up. Does he have a wave with him? Can't see. Probably he should. At least have 1 or 2 minions. He needs to just clear out this wave. He has pressure. There's pressure. There's pressure across the map. He's exerting a whole lot by himself. I think they just give this, take this, and let this hit. Let this crash. Deny this. They can go get mid priority and push it in. Maybe clear out some vision around. They know they have control here though, so they want to fight. Use the TP. Huni's already in the fight, so they have to match. By the time they've matched, they've already gotten a first kill. So this is looking really good for Liquid at the start. Cosmic Radiance is coming in. Pobelter's low, so if he can get saved, that'd be sick. Oh, he dies. Good CC. Oh. Dardoch abducts 2 out of the fight. I think Double can't auto anymore. You can't flash over. Oh no. They're both stacked too. They're both 1 hit from being CC'd. Wow. That is super tragic for Liquid. Yeah, they definitely could have won that fight. I think Dardoch outplayed it with that ultimate. Pobelter died just before he got saved too by Ole's ultimate. And now look, this wave is going to get cleaned up instead of crashing in. This late wave is extremely risky for a double if to go touch. Might get ganked here. Yeah. When they show the replay of that fight, I'm going to look at it again. But Doublelift was kind of trapped behind this wall and couldn't get over. Daradoc CC'd everybody. Xmethy was one hit away from CCing everybody when he got abducted. And then that's the danger of touching that minion wave, yeah. It's kind of sloppy from Doublelift. I don't know. He just lost the team fight there. It's, yeah. It's a mistake I wouldn't expect him to make at his point in his career. Just shows that the team isn't necessarily on the same page yet. They aren't playing like a well-oiled machine in mistakes. Fox have done well to capitalize though. Next, Drake's Infernal. This is big because in terms of scaling, like who it affects, honestly, it probably affects Fox a little more just because Huni versus Impact. Okay, here's team fight, but 2 versus 1 is way better than 1 versus 1, especially for a team like Fox to get it over a team like Liquid. Liquid want it too, though, to deny it over Fox. So this isn't even close. It's 6,000 health. You probably hit the eye like once or twice. The Nair is here. GP, do we see? I don't think so. Probably not. We saw him probably leave top lane. And we've lost all vision control. Now, there's no way Daradoc's going to jump in here, but we've lost all vision control. So I think we just give, because we recognize that we have pressure across the map. This objective is irrelevant by itself. If you have no pressure, how do you use it? You use it behind this little wall and make it disco for yourself until the enemy team comes and steals your camp, and then they can kill it. Because without pressure, this thing doesn't work. You have to use it to create pressure for itself, which it can't in pro play, or use it to nuke a tower. So I think Ole needs to pop his ulti like yesterday. Pobelter's so dead here. He gets caught, but he gets caught. He's walking up in division. This is his team. This is him. Can he do the Zhonya's ult trick? Right? If he could have done that in right there, that would have been sick. Because it would have disengaged the fight for them and given time for Nair to come in. But it's mini. It's 100% mini Nair. Doublelift starts autoing. Great job by Adrian to immediately jump out. Him and Phoenix are like, oh crap, we can't touch that. And bang, Daradoc jumps out. With 2 people. Brings him to Huni, says, Huni, kill these kids. And then Phoenix is like, oh, I got it. Great job. Daradoc's playing so well. Oh, gets another kill. Okay, so this is where replays suck, because I can't really tell you how this happened. Probably vision control though. Team Liquid trying to play to the bottom side of the lane because they had pressure. And this is where getting the Rift Rail will be huge, right? Because you can drop it and get like 2 to 3 towers. But that only works because they got the original play, as I was talking about earlier. The objective by itself isn't amazing. But the pressure they got them would have, now gets them it, essentially, or not because time's expiring. So how that probably happened is Liquid were probably playing towards their bottom side where they had some jungle pressure, vision pressure. But they're so behind on the map right now because they just all got killed, got wiped, and Fox were able to set up where they knew they had control and punish. So yeah, playing towards their side essentially. Now does Pobelter get greedy? Nope. 3v2. But it's this guy, this Zac character. Oh, Altec. Oh, Altec. Oh, Altec. Oh, Papa Altec. Oh. That's pretty sick. again, Huni's map pressure just by being GP with his ultimate and that TP there, and just being in the right place, right, around that Rift Herald, and with ultimate, obviously, becoming a phenom, 7 KP, not bad. Dardock 8, and only Adrian all 9. It's pretty surprising. Wouldn't have been my guess. I would have probably guessed Dardock first for KP. Only 1 kill though. So Liquid have to keep contesting vision. They're by no means out of this game. They just took a few unfortunate fights. Just have to work to reestablish control over their jungle first, and then work it into the river. I think they just have to play the fights a lot more intelligently than they have. They aren't giving Dardock his respected space and zone of influence, right? Like, they have vision of where he can't be, so they have to try and interpolate, right, and extrapolate where he is, and that kind of cost them early game when they weren't able to recognize what what was going on in Dardock's brain. Not that I can blame them all that much for that. Again, though, great junglers are like getting in their opponent's head and mind games and all that good stuff. Win the early pathing. And I think that blue buff play just kind of showed where Dardock was. Altec, Huni, great solo. This is so nice for them to get into Infernal. Now they want a Cloud or a Mountain, honestly. And like I could see Cloud being not bad. Mountain, obviously great. TL opting into that fight though has them without any. Okay, so they've already done what I wanted them to do. Set up the vision around Baron. That's the Oleg Smithy synergy, baby. So they traded Drake for it. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Just push mid, get tower. Pobelter's trading it for top side. Obviously worth for Fox, but sometimes resources have to be traded when you're behind. Ole and P double lift. Back to mid neutral. Okay, now how do Team Liquid want to play around their vision control? It's established. Are they going to go for a bait? Are they going to look to use that pressure to relieve pressure elsewhere, or gain it in the bot side? The Rise vs Cassio 1v1 is going to kind of go nowhere, along with Nar GP. Nar is at the point where GP is at the point, where he can just AFK the side wave control in a sense, with the barrels one-shotting the wave. Hard to really punish as a Nair. And you're also at risk of, just getting all in by Huni with a GP. If he hits a barrel chain, maybe pops ultimate, tries to run you down. You don't have minions to jump to as Nair. You can get in some pretty awkward situations. So because of that, I think they're just going to look to AFK it, right? Where one person's walking up to the wave to clear it, the other person's going to the jungle to clear those resources, and then coming back to clear the untouched wave, vice versa. And then the same with the AP casters in the other side lane, where it's just AFK wave clear. They both can clear the wave quickly, makes building up big waves and pushes difficult. So it's a lot of these contests in the jungle for skirmishing for vision control. So because Phoenix got the push top and Nara was given the allowance of the wards here to kind of push in his lane, Fox were able to come into the river, clear out all of Liquid's wards that hadn't expired, lay down some of their own vision control. So they're going for 3 control wards. It's fine. They're getting great coverage there with those three. It's not going to get picked off too in this bush. And then they're just going to roam as the pack between these two waves to try and establish pressure and choke off Liquid's vision and accessibility into the Baron pit. So then they can eventually collapse with Huni when he has his TP. I don't love this look. Pobelter's really far away, but he can ult in. Huni's completely out of the fight, and Nair's a lot closer. Yeah. Burned ult though. So, cost? Wow. Double it flashed. Won't flash at Worlds, but we'll flash that. I mean, he's probably not dead. Ulta can deal a lot of damage though. TL are playing very tentative. They know GP has ulti and TP, so they don't want to force where they can't see the vision and know for sure that there's nothing behind them for the GP to teleport to. Also, fighting in a super tight choke like that is a dream for champions like Gangplank and Kalista, and obviously Cassio. And Braum and Zac. Oh yeah, right. Shouldn't be. Ooh, spicy. So that gets instantly QSS, I think. They're going really early, so they don't even want the chance of Fox being able to get it. Impact's already into the fight. Narborough pretty much charged, so this is actually a really good timing window for Liquid to look to fight. Huni isn't in the fight yet. Yeah, Double just has to get his Oz off. Ooh, and that GP ult is behind. Okay, wow, great ult. I don't think that's done though. I need to go back a second. Okay, TP starts. Xmith's like, we're stopping. He maybe could have waited a few seconds, but he doesn't see the health, so completely understandable why he was like, oh shit, they're DPSing, let's stop them. So it actually hits the Braum. That's the worst target it could have hit, definitely. If it hit Phoenix, he would have at least first forced the cleanse, but because it's the Braum, you immediately can start the combo with the Kalista ultimate to try and re-engage the fight. Don't love going in here. I recognize you want to blow up the Rise so you can kind of eliminate the big AP damage threat and then move next target. But the problem with that is it's a Rise, so he's built some type of defensive health options into his kit along with the Zhonya's and ultimate. So he still has Flash as well, so he's totally safe in Seraphs, of course. That leaves Impact to get a sick look. He only actually stuns one and forces two flashes. So looking at the summoners for Fox right now, you have Huni, who still isn't into the fight, and already all four of their members have burn summoners. So this is looking really good for Team Liquid right now. This is pretty much the perfect setup they could have wanted, and Huni ultimately just TPs to his death. His ultimate wasn't good, and his TP was ineffective. Darda can probably contest. If he has passive, he might not want to, but yeah, he's not going to. Wozers. Alright, that was quite the swing for this game. Fox going on a Pobelter wasn't ideal. They tried to re-engage the fight when GP was too far away. Dardoch and Phoenix and I think it was Altec or Adrian all clumping next to that wall just gave a really good Nair look. If that hit Altec, this could have been a 4-0 or 5-0. Oh, that only hits 1-2. It's so sad. Look at Phoenix and Dardoch. They're just creeping out of the fight. So that is really good for Team Liquid. They're able to play the way they want to now with tempo and pressure. Pretty much their wheelhouse. My goodness. Okay, Smithy's going for bops. That's good. That was a good hit. So Dardoch was mid-jump, and Smithy just projected his path. But he was really close and went boop. So it canceled the jump. Forced him to set up in a different position. So you're lessening his cone of influence when he sets up here versus when he sets up here. They should still be cognizant of it though, right? It's the same. They don't see Zach, so they have to know he's around this sphere, and they have vision set up, so it limits him even more. That's why Zach can be so hard when he's behind, because this type of stuff happens, and where you can see the Zach and know for sure where he is, it's a lot easier to play around than having to play around the vision you have and knowing where he can't be. Philwilter's getting some good pressure up here, but even with Baron, the Cassiope is able to clear the wave pretty well. No look to dive there, just take your towers. Yep, okay, good. Forcing GP out of the side lane. Hopefully that lane pushes for Fox, so they're able to get some pressure. It should, just based on where it's stacking there. Great vision from Team Liquid, by the way. Everyone's got like 4 control wards out on the map. Obviously not true. All 5 though. Really good stuff. Bit late by Dardoch. Yeah, kind of a waste of ult because he took that jump. The tower was already dead. Without having the big GP wave clear, like with the Baron minions, the 4 stack, able to just apply enough pressure with the threat of diving, because it's hard for the Zac to just stand in the clump without feeling like a completely useless body bag. Sometimes has to happen though. Next jungler's Mountain. Oh my goodness. So the vision has to flip flop. So it's gone from being all top side to being to lay down all bot side for prepping for mid and bot tier 2s. So it's gonna give Fox a chance to clear some vision, maybe try and get some camps. Looks like Dardoch's farming there, which is kind of grabbing all the resources they can while they know it's safe to. Trying to lay down their own vision to a certain extent, but it should be played around the bottom side jungle here now. This game is still very close. 2 teams playing very controlled. After some of the hectic skirmishes we saw in the early to mid game. I think Dardoch did a really good job early though. He had a lot of his lanes getting pushed in and unable to provide a whole lot of pressure. Especially in like the top side, I would say. Once mid game rolled around. After Altec got ganked, where he kept his flash. Before that they were able to push in. But once they lose tower, very hard. Very tight vision from Fox, playing like tower vision essentially. Just looking at the lane, seeing if they can get a few second head start on who's approaching. Shows that they're getting choked out very well by Liquid in its vision. Again though, respect Dardoch. Yeah, Liquid are slowly closing a grasp on this game. They have to remain hyper vigilant though, right? They're staying on top of their wards. They are trying to remain vigilant for like Zac. Because as long as the Zac can't get onto a carry, it's going to be very hard for Echo Fox. Like I said in draft, it's going to be really hard for these guys to actually get onto the Kog'Maw when he's got a Taric and a Sejuani just standing on top of him. Like literally pressing S key on top of him, hopefully. Taric going after the tier for Locket. I think that's definitely... Oh, again, last hitting barrels. Good job by Liquid. Oh, Dardoch getting stuffed again. Again, if they can keep doing this, Fox is left with very, very few opportunities and chances to improve from, like, their looks. So what I mean by that is, the way they've drafted their comp, it's very difficult for them to start a fight when somebody's out of position if that person can't get hit by a Zac W or a Callista / Braum combo. And as long as Xmithy keeps stuffing Dardoch's jumps, it's very hard for somebody to get picked. It's very hard for somebody to actually get hit with CC. So they have to avoid the players' spheres of influence, right? Like the Zac jump range, GP ult range, Braum Q / ult, jumping positions. But as long as Liquid are able to play super cleanly around that, their team comp should just win. In the sense that it has more options to pick off players and control spaces around objectives. Ooh. Again, can't get picked in the 3v3 like this. That's exactly what the fear is. Phoenix is here. Okay, Smithy, very low, very low. Abducted. Nope, doublest cleanse. Very nice. Very nice QSS. Super split fight though. Like whenever a fight ends like this, you know that there was some miscommunication going on. Players were not able to unilaterally decide on targets, and how they should play the fight was not optimal. So let's find out what the freak just happened there. There's ultimate looks like it comes in way behind everybody, like kind of in the middle of nowhere, trying to make a dive onto Altec solo. Yeah, oof. Oof. So he wants to get in there as quickly as possible, and he understands that he thinks the fight can be won here now. But Altec is free autoing, and Doublelift isn't able to. That's a big problem. Dardoch is able to create such a freaking fat zone that Doublelift has to respect him, is only able to chip away at Adrian's shield. And then when he's autoing within this GP ultimate, he's obviously got his movement speed slowed. So right when Pobelter's coming in, Huni finishes his teleport and just says, "Oh, it's a juicy mid laner. Thank you." Pobelter can't get support from his top laner support or jungler because they're all focused on Doublelift getting jumped on right now, as well as dealing with their own threats. So Smith, you can obviously see, has been suffering pretty badly this fight. Altec's got a good few spears stacked into him. Ole is now the target of it and has already popped his ultimate, so there's no real defensive saving techniques you can use on Pobelter anymore. And he's got to stun this guy so he can run away, or he's going to die. Great QSS flash by Doublelift. As soon as the knockup shows up, he went, nope, no sorry. Ole manages to disengage for half a second, but only for Altec to go on this top laner, who becomes a sacrificial lamb. Nice stun. But Pobelter's TP in put him at a very disadvantageous position. Basically fodder for free kill for Huni, but scumbag Adrian steals it. Huni's was more than online right now, right? Trinity Sterax and Infinity Edge building his Zeal item now. So many GP adaptations on the build. All deals crazy damage. That's all you need to know. Right, like even the Grasp pseudo tank GP with like Relic Shield start. I think Huni was the first person I saw. But again, another stuffed Dardoch engage. So it's because Team Liquid opt to stay into this fight. There's a reason why it persists. Right, like Ole can pop ult and walk them out at the very, very start. But because they stay in, they allow Braum to get stacks, Dardoch to get a reset on his cooldown. It's freaking good stuff. Oh, the W was the wrong way, but it really didn't matter. Pobelter just wanted to get into the fight as quickly as possible, and I think he needed to get in as quickly as possible. It was just the range on his ult let him down. Didn't quite get him far enough. Because if he could have come in like next to Doublelift, would have been so much nicer to, or probably next to Ole, to get the ultimate and then burst Altec. Alright, stun him. Just overzealous by Pobelter, I think. Good play for bot side here. Let's look at the vision contest. These last few lines of vision are usually the hardest to get, and also the easiest to clear. So teams that can maintain control of this area really choke out the other team. This game's been super back and forth though. Like in gold and tempo and map movements. Good game so far. I think this is what this meta wishes it could be every game. Ugh. Second barrel is weird. Look at top lane for Fox. Really good here. I also like this. The Drake isn't going anywhere. So yes, the quicker they take it, the quicker they get the next objective. They should just take inhibitor though now. Don't overstay. Don't get zealous. Okay, back up. Yeah. Wow, great splash. Rise AoE. It's pretty good. Whoa, nobody took the Rise ult. Wow, nobody took the Rise ult. They're just content with Uni. I think they definitely could have killed Adrian there. At least could have killed Adrian there. Again, though, womboing onto a Rise circle. Like if 4 people go on a Rise circle, they're gonna get womboed pretty hard because Kalista had Braum in her ultimate, and you have a Zac, and you have a Cassio. So yeah, I can understand why they were tentative to take it. But I think that could have been a fight where they really got a big advantage. Another EQ. Yep. Splash. Whoop. Oh, Smithy doesn't see it. Yeah. I think Smithy should have went. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. So what do they actually get off it? Mountain Drake. They relieve some pressure too, able to reestablish some of their own wards. Fox have some deep though. Sideways getting pushed. GP collecting some gold. Watch his minions. Oh, just went up 8. Another 4. Dardoch gonna take a little chunk here. It's gonna hurt. Just nair things. GP approaching the flame horizon on the nair. Again, champion super balanced late game guys. Woohoo! Everybody loves them. Okay, so a lot about just prepping mid waves and side waves for the next neutral objective. Liquid are going with 2 blue trinkets. Fox are going with 4 oracles. So I like the blue trinkets for Liquid. On top of obviously the tracker knife and side stones. Just because the blue trinket will provide more Baron vision at the end of the day. When you're a team behind, you need to have that ability to check from range. You know if you have to press the go button or not. So let's set this up. Late backing for Liquid. Oh, on top of wards too. Okay, great setup by Fox. Lets them know that they can just go hyphy. Yeah, look at Dardoch. Already playing to protect as well. Clearing out vision. Prep and jump. Yeah. Don't like the jump, but good job. Uh-huh. So it's a pretty free mid inhibitor, which sucks for Liquid, who have the Barret coming up in a minute, because that means keeping that up means that the wave will push neutral, but because it's a super minion wave, it's gonna push against them just inherently. It's not the end of the world though, because it is mid lane. You normally have decent presence there anyways when Baron's up, so clearing it just might mean it'll take a few extra seconds, which can mean the difference. It'd be a lot worse if it was bot lane, obviously, because then that would create a lot of pressure coming in towards this tower, or towards these towers on the Nexus. And you'd have to dedicate Nara down there a lot longer, right? GP will keep him locked regardless, but a lot of threat here when he does this. Roams quickly, looking to make a play. He has the Phantom Dancer now too, so 50% crit. Pretty big threshold for GP. I don't think they should start it. They don't need to. Fox shouldn't. They just need to play cleanly. One more fight, that's all they need. And then it's game. This Baron should decide the winner. I think the only way it doesn't is if like Liquid gets it and then they go like 4 for 5 or something like that. Oh no. Don't know if you needed ult there. That's a pretty big blow though for Team Liquid for cooldowns. Like I wouldn't say as good as a flash, but really good team fight ultimate to get blown before team fight. Elder's up in a minute 15, so there's no threat of it yet, but when that happens, you create the split. Liquid could get caught here. Need to be careful. Okay. Nurse in front. They're good. Quilter's backing. Has TP, maybe? Yeah, he's got a summoner shard. Stick with Ghost, though. Fair enough. Okay. So they started it. Xmithny knows? When do they know? Because this is a huge problem. No TP. This is a huge problem. They have no damage. They have no way to stop this. Look at this. This is a Nar, a Taric, and a Sejuani. Okay, so Mrs. Boomerang back. That's pretty big. Look at where the carries are, guys. Hello? You guys are so desynced. How about they're literally just backed? Great go button by Altec and the rest of Fox to recognize that they saw this guy clearing a minion wave. Let's start Baron. Conveniently, this guy was also just backed. This is so free for Fox. They're literally given the Baron winning Baron of the game. Impact dies for free. Now they get caught. Oh no. What a tragedy to such a good game. That barrel though, holy shit. Holy shit, that damage. What a freaking tragedy, man. This game is so good. Liquid just made too many mistakes. Can they live? Pull out there no way? No. Maybe? No. Ouch. Double crits, come on. 50% my bottom. He might have sold boots. Yeah, he did. Alright. I'm a liar. You should have crit. Oopsies. Ole, use that redemption. Tragedy. Good game, Fox. Not perfect. Had that little throw partway through. Other than that, though, great game. Dardock's a beast. How many times? People gotta tell me that before I start agreeing. Really frustrating game for him, too, with the Xmithny denials. Okay, so he oranges the Xmithny ult. That's already not ideal. Does Impact not have jump? When did he jump? Like, they're trying to fight here. Like, Impact, if he walks in for a WQ, like, that's a target. That's a go button target. But, unfortunately, the damage just isn't even close. And then he has to E to this wall to try and F over. And he just doesn't get it off. His arrow is better than his flash there, though. I think that was the right play. God, that GP barrel did so much damage. Ouch! Ouch! My name's Doublelift, and there goes my health bar. I'm pretty sure that was a flash auto or maybe flash Q. Like, if he didn't heal there, that would have killed him. Feels bad, man. Okay, well, good game to both teams. It was a really exciting game, even right at the very end there. At least it was a Baron play. But thanks for watching my draft breakdown and VOD review of this game. Ooh, this video has been going for 51 minutes. I don't want to know how long this video is going to be.